The chandeliers dripped with golden light, casting long, elegant shadows over the opulence of the banquet hall. The scent of fine wine and expensive perfume hung heavy in the air, mingling with the murmurs of old money discussing business empires and stock portfolios. I adjusted my cuffs, trying to ignore the creeping discomfort in my gut. This was my wife's world, not mine. "Relax," Claire whispered, her fingers grazing my wrist. "It's just a party." Easy for her to say. She had grown up in this elegant ballrooms, whispered deals, a world where wealth wasn't just a privilege but a language. I was still learning how to speak it. And her father. He was fluent. Richard Whitmore, billionaire corporate shark, and the man who had made it clear he thought I was beneath his daughter. I could feel his gaze before I saw him. A slow chill crept up my spine as he approached, flanked by associates who smirked like they knew a joke I didn't. "Ah, Matthew," Richard drawled, his voice laced with amusement. "Still making lattes for a living?" The laughter around us was sharp, cruel. I swallowed, keeping my expression neutral. "That's right. Someone has to fuel the corporate world." Richard's grin widened, but his eyes stayed cold. "Indeed. Though I must say, I expected Claire to marry someone with a bit more ambition." Claire stiffened beside me. "Dad." But he wasn't finished. He turned to his audience, gesturing broadly. "Imagine that. My daughter married to a coffee shop worker. Next thing you know, he'll be offering us all free refills." The laughter hit harder this time, like a slap I hadn't braced for. I clenched my jaw, forcing a smile. "I don't do free refills, Mr. Whitmore. But I do believe in second chances." He chuckled, as if I were a child playing pretend. I saw the way his guests sneered, how they looked at me like I was an anomaly, a bug that had somehow crawled its way onto their silk tablecloth. The night wore on, each conversation dripping with condescension. I let it roll off my back. I was used to it by now. Then she appeared, Richard's secretary. A woman in a sleek black dress, her heels clicking like a countdown as she approached. Her voice trembled slightly. "Sir, we need your approval for the emergency loans. The bank just put everything on hold." The air changed. Richard's face lost its color. "What?" "Your company's financial agreements, they're frozen. The bank needs an immediate sign-off or—" I watched his jaw tighten, the sweat blooming at his temples. And then, as if he just realized something, his eyes snapped to me. I met his gaze and held it. Understanding flickered. He knew. I sighed and slipped my hands into my pockets, tilting my head slightly. "Oh. That bank." Silence. Richard's throat worked as he tried to keep his voice. "Even you." "I never said I was just a coffee shop worker." My voice was calm, almost bored. "That's just what I do because I enjoy it. It keeps me grounded." The room was too quiet. "I also own a substantial percentage of the bank. Your company is currently in dire negotiations with—" I shrugged. "And as of yesterday, I became the primary decision-maker on high-risk corporate loans." Someone gasped. Someone else dropped their drink. Richard's face, once so full of smug superiority, was frozen in shock. I took a step closer. I lowered my voice just enough for only him to hear. "You've humiliated me for years." Looked down on me. Laughed at me. I smiled. "Tell me, Mr. Whitmore. Are you still laughing?" His breath came shallow, his hands gripping the edge of the table as if the ground beneath him had just vanished. Claire's fingers found mine, her grip tight. She had never asked about my full financial situation. She never cared. But now she looked at me differently. Not with shock, not even with relief. With pride. Richard swallowed hard, his arrogance crumbling. "Matthew. Let's talk," I exhaled slowly, savoring the moment. Then I turned to the secretary. declined the request. Richard flinched. His mouth opened, then closed, then opened again, grasping for words that would not come. I believe I continued my voice. Even that, Mr. Whitmore has always been a strong advocate of pulling oneself up by the bootstraps. Isn't that right? A ripple of murmurs spread through the crowd. For once, Richard Whitmore had no clever remarks. No laughter. No control. I left the party that night, feeling lighter than I had in years. Claire was by my side, her hand warm in mine. "He'll regret this," she murmured. I glanced at her, a soft smile playing on my lips. "He already does." As we stepped into the night, the weight of their world slipping away, I realized something. Wealth wasn't power. Respect was. And Richard Whitmore had just lost both.